All right. Hey, everybody. How are y'all doing today? Welcome back to the Hunter Call of the Wild. And I'm not sure what we're actually going to do. I don't know why it says social status like that. I'm going to exit out and go back in then. If it does that, you got to do some weird stuff. It won't let me even connect to get my outfit probably. It always kind of ticks me off where it says played time on this game. Let's see if it says it on here. I don't see it now, but there's a thing that says, oh yeah, 1932. That's only like a tenth of what I've actually played this game on here. A ninth of it maybe. I'm not sure. I played this game for 3 years straight. So, okay. Y'all can't see it, but I have a built something, so I'm going to choose a map. Hirschfelden. Okay. So we're hunting Hirschfelden. Now, what I can do is, I haven't got it set up to do the hunt chooser yet, but I've got it set up where I can choose an individual map, an individual animal, or an individual weapon. So the first animal that I go for, let me just try to pull one up. See what I get first. Wild hog. Nope, they're not on here. It's everything but what's on here. Still haven't got one yet. Oh, wow. Hey, Miss Nikki. Okay, pheasants, then. It says to look for pheasants. Let's see, is there... Oh, crap. Hold on. I'm gonna have to fix something. Alright, give me just a second to type this. Okay. Okay. So I'm trying to just look for a shotgun. Kuso. Okay. Nice. Alright. So we're gonna hunt tonight based on what we're looking for is a pheasant, I guess, and I'm gonna try to take it with the Kuso then. So that's gonna be the first hunt that I do. I do have it set up where I can record if I want to. So let's go ahead and go in here though. Big game, no. Let's just go for... I'm going to delete all of these just so y'all know. We're going to call this... Oh yeah, no problem. Turkeys are easy. Just take your 22 and shoot them. Alright, this is going to be, we're going to call it call it waterfowl. Really? Okay, I can show you. We can do turkeys after this if you want. I just was picking something. All right, so Hirschfelden. What do we have out here on Hirschfelden? Let's go for... Let's see. Number one is we're going to hunt with the Kuso. So, which Kuso are we going to hunt with? Y'all choose. We've got the Rancho, which I'll leave that way. I've got the Soldado, which I'll have that way. And then the Vaquero, which I like as is. I would change it, but this one, if we go back in here, this one I am willing to change to this. Oh, wow, that's a lot of money. I don't have enough to do that. You said the last one instead? Get all the way back down here. What are we going to do? Vaquero. Let's go ahead and go in. Oh, you got to be kidding me. All right. Oh, I absolutely hate clicking on stuff. I miss my mouse. I missed my mouse. All right, number one, we're going to save it first. All right, let's customize this guy. I don't want it looking all raggedy like that, to be honest with you. So we could fix up, we could go with option 2 or option 1. I'm saying option 2. And then we can go with option 1, option 2, or option 3. I'm going to just go with, you know what, we've got flat black as well. That looks even better. We got blue steel as well. We could have a solid black gun, or solid black shotgun. That looks very tactical. I actually really like that. So do we go with the wood or the tactical black? All right, go with all black. There we go. So we got the Kuso. Okay. Let's go with the 7mm Malmer. Because we don't care about any of the other stuff. Where'd it go? We need the... Hold on. First, let's get the Zagan Barometer 7mm Malmer. We're going with the... we're going with the lightest weights that we can, basically. Save that. And now we're going to also go with the 22 LR. Okay. 22 LR, let's go with this one here. Save it. And now we need to also pick a bow. Why, Michael? Why do you need a bow? Well, there's a good reason. So we're going to go with the rough. And we're going to fix it up. It's not showing them to me. There we go. Alright, for this guy, reason I want to go... Oh, you know what? That's the wrong bow. Let's just do the long bow. That's fine. I've not hunted with the long bow in a while. We've got that weird look. We can go with... We could go with a solid black look. That's actually pretty sleek looking. That's pretty darn cool. We've got that, and we've got that. I don't have the other wood that I'd like to have. That's just ugly. We could go with one of the camos. That actually doesn't look too bad, to be honest. I like the recurve bow better, but this could do. Let's go just with black. That's actually pretty cool looking there. Is there another one? That doesn't look too bad. I think I'm going to leave it as is there. So, basically, what this is going to do is it's going to allow me to have a bow that I can go through and shoot bison with if they bug me, or predators with. So, we need the 22-250. We need the 22 LR. We need 7mm. If I've got enough, I might actually take one of the other rifles as well, but... Okay. And now we need the 16 gauge. And let's go for... .540 and the 700. Alright. Scopes. We gotta go for those. We need the Meridian. Alright. Let's go ahead and get everything put in here. So, number one, we're going to have our shotgun in number 5. We'll have that in number 6. I'm going to put a larger weapon in top slot. So, we can either go with the 300 or... Since we're on a map that we've got these guys, let's go with the Tsurugi. It should be just fine. What we're going to have to do, there's no collars for the others, so let's get 338 ammo. Y'all wonder why I keep backing out. It's because it's quicker. Now, I don't think there's any collar that we're going to need right now. We could grab Canada Goose collar, and I could hunt them a little bit. Later on, we'll grab the turkey collars, but we need those. Oh my gosh. You're kidding. We can't have... We don't need that then. Grab the Apex View for now. I'm going to go ahead and drop out something. I really want it to have that, but it's too big. And you know what? We don't necessarily need that. We can hunt everything with the 7mm. We need to. So we could go for the 300 instead. Go for that. And I need to get... I need to get the 300 ammo instead. Something very weird is that something that can work on console for weight doesn't work on... Or not, something that can work on PC for weight won't work on console. Like the ammo, it will say like 0.01 or something, and it actually weighs like 0.03 or something on some of it. It's really weird. So, alright, I think that we got everything that we need now. We can go back in, and I actually can get the other one if I want to. I don't think I'm going to get that. I'm just going to go for Canada Goose Collar now. And we'll see how that goes. Alright, let's look here. We got the 300 Magnum. We got all of our stuff. That's fine, that's fine. Consumables, first aid, scent eliminator, binoculars. I do not have... Okay. So what we're going to do is actually put that there. And now... I tell you what, let's actually move those. And then I can put my lure 6 where I like. And that's how I like it. Now, it's easy. For those of you who do not know, it is very easy to load your weapons. There you go. That's all you do. You can load your weapons by simply using the radio menu, and it works excellent. It saves so much time to do that. I'm not moving that at all. That's weird. I realized I have the wrong one. That controller does not like Call of the Wild, so... Look at that. Not as bad, anyway. Alright. Well, let me figure out something. Too hot. It's way too hot, honestly. I have been melting all day. Give me 1 second, I'm pulling up my zone times. And we are going to First Felden. I'm sorry. Alright, let's start at 5. And we'll go from there. 127. So we're going to come right here. I'm trying to remember where it's at that I had. Okay, it was... I don't know. I do not remember exactly where it was at that I had the really, really big... really, really big one. The pheasant. I had a level 3 pheasant. I'm trying to remember where pheasants were at on this map. I think it was right in here. but I'm not sure. All right. Did I put? Yeah, I put down a mark. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna reset our time to. Let's just set it to 5:33. We'll just hunt all day. How about that? All we got to do is get us a pheasant. So I am going to go in here and actually redo this to where that's. My goal is simply to find them and shoot them. That screen looked like it just done something weird. I don't know what it was. Yeah, Miss Nikki, it was 95 degrees here today, I think. Or 93 maybe, and it was just way too hot. And I've got this thing that my mom got me. It's a chill towel or something. She got me 4 of them, and they're like a scarf, basically. And I put it on, and I've been using it, and I have to wear a shirt I don't mind getting wet using, but oh my gosh, it's just been horribly hot here today. But I managed to get a lot done. It's supposed to be 91 or 93 tomorrow. It was 95 today, 93 tomorrow, I think so it said. So and no, the pheasant that I found on Hirschfeld, it was not on console. It was a level 3 that was out here on PC before my PC died. And I tried several times to get that guy. Level 3s are so skittish that they literally just... You cannot get close enough to shoot them with a shotgun, really. They are usually gone before that ever even happens. I actually need to charge my controller while I'm playing, so... I almost wonder if that's a rare... Now, that's one that needs to go down. You ever see a goose that is a level or a weight of 20 on the top end like that guy, especially a 7 to 8 estimate? You need to shoot it if you can. Just run right up on us. So let's look at the looks of our weapons that we got now. So my bow, I made my bow black. I really like the look of it. Oh, you're kidding. What the heck? Come on. It done that the other day. I could tell something was wrong with it by the way it was acting. It kept freezing up like every few seconds. It was like it was freezing. Ugh. I hate when that happens. When the randomizer picks pheasants, it's one of those nights. Yep. When the randomizer picks pheasants. Oh my gosh. I already need to go wet this darn thing again. It's done dried. Oh, welcome to Hirschfelden, y'all. You know what? That's not right. Something is wrong because is that, oh, that right there has to be it. What, my weapons? It should have. It should have. Oh, I didn't get any new zones from it. So, I believe it's actually this one. I could be wrong, but oh man, that looks amazing. Look at that all black. Woo, that tactical black, baby. Woo, doggies. We have got a pheasant over here. My challenge that I'm challenging myself to tonight is to take any pheasant, doesn't matter what, with this shotgun. And I do have the right ammo. Just let me make sure. I'm going to change this though. That looks like blue jean material on that one. I swear it does. It's so weird. Alright, y'all ain't worth shooting. Y'all gonna land somewheres? You can't spot easy enough on this. Oh my goodness. It looks like my pheasant hunting spot is got a lot of geese around. Oh my gosh. Wow, so many of them. Right out there, too. Look. There's a brown hybrid. There's a few brown hybrids. So, we're going to pretend that these guys are turkeys. Okay? We're going to pretend they're turkeys. You get set still. You get your distance. Let's find a good one. There was a level 3 out there somewhere. So let's just check your distance on that. That guy right there. Level 2. I want to get... Alright, there's a male. He's 102 out. We're 109. Since we're at 100, we're using 109, we're going to aim at the bottom of him. And pop him. And there you go. And that's how you hunt turkeys and geese both. Geese you actually hunt a lot different than that, but that's the one I actually want. I really want that level 4 20-pound one. But you need to make sure that it is the last one that you spot. When you shoot it, make sure that you spot it as it falls on geese. But I'll show you the best ways to hunt turkeys here after I found me a pheasant. We've got a little guy there. I can't get him, but our little one, yeah, he's right there. The one that we shot. They're supposed to be fixing geese so that they can continuously put down blood again. But they have changed to where they don't do that anymore. That's a nice roe deer. I'd like to take him out if I could, but it's going to be a stalk to do it. Alright, so there's our brown hybrid goose. There we go. And like I said, I held low and I shot a little bit high. So there we go. Alright. That guy is 70 yards out. It says... I'm going to say... Oh! Alright. Number one, we're going to have the dog lay down. On controller, you can control how fast you go very easily. You can actually go so slow that you barely move. I don't think we have any pheasants over here at all right now. So as long as I can get over here, and I might be able to take a shot on this guy. I'm not going to bet on it, but so, Miss Nikki, what map are you hunting turkeys on? All right. All right, he's about 35 yards out. Says he's 17 yards out. We hit him with this arrow. Who knows how long, if he'll even go down. Ha ha ha! Did she fall? I think she fell. If I was trying to hunt one with the bow, I'd never do it. Definitely hit her, but I don't see her laying out there anywhere. That's not a good hit on him. So. Yeah, they say you can get up on top of that, but I don't think I can. There's a fallow deer. Believe it or not, the original thing that popped up when I hit random to test it said Aurora fallow deer. I was like, oh shit, no. Says no organs hit, but I am positive it will kill him. I don't know where we're going to find a pheasant, though. I'm not really the best on pheasant finding. Or, yeah, pheasant. So somewhere through here, we should see... We should see that goose. The deer is dead. I can tell. There's a little bit of water right there. We should have that goose somewhere down out in this area. There it is right there. They really need to fix it so you can actually find them, but there we go. Now let's go find our roe deer, and if we get a call from a pheasant, we'll drop down. Sometimes it's just better to run until you hear them. They're not always going to be in the same places, so it was just a shot to come out here. Plus, the one that would be here wouldn't have been here until 8 o'clock anyway. Their zone is actually right here. So, right there. So, I would not have actually seen it even then if it was it. So, a slimy spitball, nameless. What's that for? What's that for? Calls can! Oh, who said calls can? Who told you that? You! What makes you think you special? So, Miss Nameless, I built a randomizer. It's don't start that. It's not visual where y'all can see it yet, but I can see the results of it and everything, so I can't do it. I'm not on camera. Well, I'm not hitting anything. I don't know how. I'm not on camera. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I will do it if you will stay long enough for me to cool off and get everything set up for my camera. Okay? Thing is 33 yards away. We got her. Alright. She'll die, but I don't know how good that's going to be. It's just a bad shot. Ha! Well, that's your problem. Which one did you say? A free pink? You said a free pink, right? So anyway, Miss Nameless, what we're doing today is I'm out here looking for a pheasant. And I just heard one. I heard it back that way. It doesn't matter what it is. The randomizer picked pheasant and the Kuso shotgun. Caper Cali. You like Caper Cali because they attacked me. That very well may be her about to die. All right, did y'all hear that thunder in the game, or was that outside here? She is not dead, so she may not die. Yes, she's not dead. Here's this blood. That's not the one that we hit, so. One we hit has not died, though. I don't think she's going to. Hey, Callie. I've heard one person call him a Caper Kai, but according to what I have found, they're Caper Callie. That is the official name. Yeah. Then the Nutra, the overgrown rat. It still has not died, so. And I know that this one did. because of the way that we've got the stuff there. So I'm actually just going to get dog track. What the heck is that? Oh, no, 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 no. Stop right there, dog. Okay. All we got to do is take one. Y'all ready? Here we go! I didn't hit any of them. I didn't hit any of them! ACG. Oh, I hate pheasants on console. Any animal like that on console is just impossible to hunt. Oh, I got one! I got one! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Okay, Bert. Whoa, doggies. Look at there. The gig's up, Granny. If y'all don't know what that is, you can't be my friend. Challenge complete. One pellet. Challenge complete, y'all. All right, hold on a minute. Oh my God, I am sweating so bad. My underarms are like waterfalls right now. It's so hot in here. And I don't know why. It's just muggy. Alright, so that one did not die. I'm using my towel, but it's almost dry. My towel is dry, but my underarms are not. I wonder if he didn't die. I'll have to go downstairs and get it. Now I have a. No, I'm gonna actually get me a little bowl, like a dish bowl. Welcome back. We got it. Missed it. All right. I had a question for you. Which map do you hunt turkeys on? He did not die, so I'm not going to track him any further. All right. Oh my gosh. Okay, Miss Nikki. Where is it that you hunt turkeys at? I need to go there probably to hunt turkeys, or I can go one of my other maps, but I miss House Flipper. All right, you got him. All right, hold on a minute. House Slipper. Every time I say House Flipper, it says House Slipper on the captions. All right, welcome to Late and Late. I have been hunting and making videos on Late and Late, and I actually don't know, off the top of my head, I don't know where the turkeys are. There you go. Thank you, Nameless. Miss Grinch had several freebies, and Miss Pixie's got a few freebies. All right, so let's go look for them. All right, I need to go to Late and Late. And we're looking for Merriam turkeys. They're going to be feeding in the fields from 4 to 11 and then 14 to 20. So it's not like they used to be where they were drinking and they were feeding most of the day and they had 2 drink zones. So there's a trick to getting turkeys. I'm going to show you the trick. Cool. Nameless, you got a problem with that? Alright, so you want to have, if you're going to hunt turkeys, you want to have the wild turkey crow collar. The mouth collar is okay to have. Okay, Cartman. All right, so you might think, oh, I need all these other things. No, to hunt turkeys, you need the wild turkey crow collar. Because what that's going to do that is going to tell you if there are any around here. I don't know. The only one I know is Cartman. And is it Kyle? Who's always dead? Who was always dead? Or Kenny? Is that who always gets killed? You killed Kenny? So there. Okay. I hate South Park. When I turned 18, and my friend turned 18, all of us 4 guys were 18, and we were like, okay, we're going to go see a movie together. And I'm like, American Pie! Let's go see American Pie. They're like, no, we're going to see South Park. And I'm like, what? That was the most disgusting, stupid-ass shit I've ever seen. You are kidding me. That was some stupid shit. Especially where the devil is in under the covers. That's all I'm going to say. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. And I looked at them and I'm like, y'all are idiots. I said, y'all, we paid money to see that shit? Damn, what's wrong with us? Is he the turd? So, the reason that you take the crow collar is because when you get near a turkey, they're going to start back at you. And you can follow it straight to them. If anybody has hunted the turkey here on Layton Lake, let me know where you have a turkey zone, please. Because I sure as hell don't know off the top of my head. I do know one place. I better go over there then. I don't see crap out here. I'm going to have to cut these lights back off, y'all. Ugh. I don't know if my shirt is just wet from this towel, the wet towel, or what. Wow. All right, so there are turkeys. This area? I have to get up to do that. Bruce the Moose is here to cheer us on today, y'all. Y'all seen? This is Bruce the Moose right here. We always have a good day when Bruce the Moose is here hunting with us. He's laying up under the monitor. I'm actually not setting this far back, and I'm able to play in everything, so I like this position, and I don't mind having the camera up here. Y'all can actually hear me. The way that I've been trying to do it, this came straight out this way, and it's not directly in front of my mouth, and the way that I have it set up now, y'all cannot hear me. So, this thing has got an issue with it to where if I turn the gain up at all, it gives y'all this little every time I speak. And it sucks. And I can't have that. So I'm going to have to get my blue snowball. I think I have a blue snowball ice. It's actually a really good mic. For a cheap mic, it's really good. But it's not as good as this one. But this one's got that built-in hum. Did I make a map of these guys? I'm thinking I may have made a map. What? Oh, the microphone? Yeah, I don't have a map of what they are. I used to actually have it over the back, and I had it drop down, but the problem is I can't see the TV up there if I do it that way, and the way that this does, y'all can't hear me, so the way I have to have it so down low. Alright, we're just gonna have to look for them. I know I heard some over here the other day. So what I've got to, what I have started doing is I go from about 5:30 to 6 o'clock, and I go all day until about 1900 hunting. Hold on. You can't just hang something from a cord. Do you realize that actually rips the cables in half? What is that? Oh, hello. You're pretty nice. Gonna bolt. Oh, there's a really nice one. Alright, well, we're gonna go for that guy. Alright. I'll take it. Anytime I see a 220 buck, I'm going to go for it. And I actually have 2 zones, if I can remember where, that I need to check bucks. It's 212. So my zones are going to be that. So, does this one first. Which way is the wind blowing? South. That's not very good for us, so we'll go to this one first. I don't know what you're talking about, Nameless. I don't know who you're talking about or what you're talking about. He's home. Yeah, he's home. Every time I try to talk about a game with him or I mention anything, it's like he changes the subject. I don't know what's up with him. I'm wondering if his PS5 died and he doesn't tell me. Really, that's the only thing I can think of the reason he wouldn't be wanting to talk to me about stuff. But, I don't think that either because he had trophies after the last time that I had seen him on, so I don't know. I don't know what's up with him, to be honest. I don't know. All I know is that bad does not act like bad. He's got me really worried. He said, "Sir, do you want to go to see Borderlands the movie with me?" And he said next month, and I'm like, "Dude, that's next year, man." He's like, "Oh." So I don't remember what it was. He said something about taking him out or something. And I'm like, I said, "I always knew you wanted to be my little bitch man." He says, "Hey, no." You know I'm picking with him. Go ahead and give a call. I actually think they're on the left and not here. Actually, you know what? I'm pretty sure of it. That they're on the left side. I believe that they're up through here only. That would be awesome. I told him he's going to have to come here if he wanted to go see the movie, but I said, if you want to come here, I'll go see the movie. He's got to buy the popcorn. Alright, done that. I'm trying to slow down, and it's doing that weird mess. Right back. Yeah, I think that they're actually all the way on the left side of the map. I need to go check that. So, once I get through this little thicket right here, I should be able to see this. And once I can see it, I'll see what we got up here. I know that there's a 220 buck here. You know, there's a 220 buck on almost every water zone that I have for a whitetail right now. There's our bear. Right. Well, we shot her. I don't know if it'll be any good or not. They have severely nerfed the arrows in this game. The 45-70, the 30-30, the arrows, that's a non-hit really, so non-vital. I doubt that she dies. Especially the those. It's no longer a guaranteed kill like it used to. With the other ones, it's an absolute guaranteed kill, or it used to be anyway, the compound bow. I couldn't tell exactly where she was standing or how to really where to aim at her. So we should have gear up here right now. Just gonna go this way. I am gonna have to get up here in a minute and cut this light off, cut this camera back off. Oh my gosh. I don't know if it's just me or what, but gosh, I am so hot. I see him right there. Y'all see him? Bush. Goes up to 225. Alright. We're going to go for this right here. Oh, we killed her too, so we got to come back and pick her up. After we shoot this other zone down. Or shoot it. I heard somebody say shoot a zone down, and I'm like, what? And then now every time I say we're going to have to shoot the zone. That's what I say. Oh gosh. So I need to go back right here and pick up that bear. Y'all don't let me forget it's where that is. I'm just going to pick up, I'm going to see if I can get this other whitetail that's up here. And then go and see if I can pick up the bear. And then we're going to go to the left side and see if we can find turkeys again. I am not a fan of Layton Lake at all. I used to love Layton Lake. I hate Layton Lake now. It's got to be where it's one of the hardest maps to actually hunt. It's because of the way that they do zones, and I appreciate that the way they've done the elk, but a lot of the animals, because I was looking for turkeys. I enjoy hunting, doing like a map hunt here, but trying to do a grind here of any kind, it's no use. That's why they really need a way, like reset your population so that basically you've hunted everything you can find and then nothing good is coming in. Just reset the whole thing, you know, that's what they need to do, but they'll never, console, you'll never be able to get that. I cannot see in that area, and I know, this is where you need a caller. Show y'all how to deal with this. Who? Turkey? Damn turkey. All I'm bothering with is spotting them. Need to find the 220. There it is. It's behind the other one. It's not that big of a wait. Okay. That one is moving. Goes up to 241. I don't want that one. There we go. I said, oh my gosh. Nameless. Oh. Oh my gosh. So. Oh. She crazy, y'all. I have played this game so much, I don't even know what to play on it anymore. Most of the time. Can you see now? Can you see now, Bert? Look with your eyes. Nameless, can you see now? She ain't gonna answer me. She is very silly. So, what you do is, well, you see they're actually out here. I would have been better coming from that side, but my wind was really bad. But the look at that shot. 369 yards. What you do, that's a big turkey. What you do is you run about 350 to 400 away. You run about 300 to 400 away, and you can see through the reeds at that point. And especially if you have a tripod, it's so much easier to hunt them that way. But if I hadn't have come in the direction I did, I would have spooked them all. I found his track the other day while I was filming some of my videos, the moose hunts here on Layton. I don't know that they've started coming out yet. Let's see. I want to say something as well. Damn beavers. So, content creation, streaming, making videos, this is one of my 2 jobs, okay? I take care of my aunt full time, and then this is my other job. I get room and food, okay? That's what I get for taking care of my aunt. What I make here is literally my only income. And I have to play certain things. Like I feel like if I don't play the hunting games, that I lose so many viewers that I cannot keep up at that point. And I don't care if anybody likes it or not. I will play stuff like Diablo and other stuff, and I'll do a lot of it sometimes. But I'm always going to go back to the hunting games and stuff. So, one thing is that if people donate funds for a game, or they send me a game, or anything like that, whether it's to stream it, to record it, to play it with them, I am not, and I cannot sit there and do nothing but that constantly. I have to do other things. And goats once in a while. I don't think it's even on my PlayStation, Nameless. But yes, I'll play goats. Stupidest hell game I've ever owned. About. But I'll play it for you. It gets boring after a while. But it's fun, but it gets boring seeing the goat on the Ferris wheel 100 times. You know how easy it is to download something, especially on my internet. I'm gonna have to go take a shower because I've got these lights on, y'all. I mean, I don't think that the lights are even causing any of the problems. Honestly, y'all. I don't think that they're causing any of the problems. I am just roasting. It honestly, like, I can feel the heat a little bit, but it's not that bad with the fan on me and all, but I don't know. After I pick this bear up, I'm going to go ahead and turn them off, though. So y'all see my pretty face for now. See my ugly face. Only I can be this handsome. I'll tell you what you say. You say, well, hey there, pretty mama. Oh, man, I'm pretty. Dog! Where you going? Where's you going, dog? Wow, no wonder. I thought she was standing up. All right, y'all, give me just a minute. Un momentos. gosh. All right. We're still looking for them darn turkeys. Whew, I had to get the wet towel soaking wet again. Oh, that's disgusting, Nameless. French's mustard Skittles? You're kidding. What? Okay. I got some zones through here the other day. Where'd they go? I picked up several zones the other day right through here. Probably. Ouch. All right. Give me a second. I'm going to see if I can find a map. Okay, I'm hunting the turkeys for you now. If I can find the darn thing. Went to pull up my map and the computer froze. Completely frozen, so I can't talk to y'all. I can hear it, still reading it to me, but I can't even see it. Oh. And now my mouse won't even freaking move. What in the world? I hate this computer over here sometimes. When I first got that computer, 8 gigabytes was amazing. And now, unless you have 32 gigabytes in a PC, it's just shit. I swear. I mean, even to browse the damn internet, it's that bad. I just don't understand it. Why does it take 8 damn gigabytes of RAM to browse the internet? Well, I gotta say, it has cooled off massively now that I cut them lights off. And I got this thing on. Give me a second. I'm gonna see if I can figure out what the heck is wrong with that. It is just not working right at all. open that damn thing. I swear, what the hell? Oh, I hate this computer sometimes. I want to throw it out the darn door. I can't pull up my chat so I can even see it until that is done. So, just gotta run its processes, I guess. Meanwhile, I have no clue where to look for these guys. I know that I found all of their zones for their zone times just to confirm them, but come on. It's like it loads and then it starts freezing again. I don't know what's going on with it. Might have to pull up my laptop just to see what y'all are saying. Okay, hold on. Cut that completely. I am really shocked that there are no whitetails. I usually have whitetails all through here as well. I'm not seeing any kind of markings or like tracks at all or anything. This used to, at this time of day, this used to be like #1 hotspot highway right here. I hate how they have changed this map. They should have never changed the locations of the animals and stuff the way that they did. Oh, it's back! Yes. Okay. That tree looks weird. Too bad you can't shoot the crows. That tree looks weird. Hold on a minute. It's still doing some weirdness. Oh, there. It's starting to come back. It says that the disc is at 100% right. That's the problem. It is not that there's not enough RAM with 8 gigabytes of RAM. It's that the disc is constantly at 100% right, and I don't know why. I'm going to have to actually reboot this computer to get it to stop that, probably. So I can't open anything else. I've got it working, but I cannot open anything else. Oh, it's a vast, of course. No, defrag has nothing to do with that. What happens is when you are... After a computer has worked for so long, basically, what happens is eventually the updates, the Windows updates that are supposed to keep the computer working good, will create a problem accidentally because there's a hiccup in it here or there, and it'll create a problem where the system does not work properly. And it makes it so that it's always using the disk, basically. It actually reloaded my Twitch dashboard as well. Alright. if y'all do any redemptions, you got to make sure that you tell me. Because I can't see that. I've got the big chat on where I can actually read it. And most of the time, it happens when, like, I'm not actually touching the computer very much, but I'm still using it. And, like, I'm reading off of it. And the computer's like, oh, he's not actively touching me. So, I'm going to do this other mess instead. I don't want it doing the other shit instead, you know? It's a monitoring system. It's not meant to do other crap while I'm trying to monitor stuff. Defrag is for basically when on a hard drive, say you've got 10 spaces. You write file number 1 into space 3, and then you've got file number 2, and it's going to take up 3 spaces, and it puts it on space 2, space 3, and space 4. And what defrag would do is it would take and it would put the first file on 1. It would put the second file on 2, 3, 4. And that's what defrag does. So it's not that. You have to have a ton of fragmentations to make it mess up. And this computer is, I have defragged the mess out of. Defrag does help, but this computer just needs to be reset completely. And I have to update it to Windows 10 actually in the very near future. So, and that's probably going to be this weekend if I can get some of my files off of it. I don't have space to do it. That's why I'm trying to rush and get the the videos actually edited and put up, so I can delete all of that footage, and then I can go back in after I've deleted all that footage, and I can take the stuff on that PC that I need to back it up, and then get rid of the other stuff, basically. Basically I'm going to back up the entire, like, my documents section and work section. There are no whitetail down here, and I don't know why. That's really weird for me. So I don't see a single print. I mean, where are my animals at? There should be animals around this area at least somewhere. I haven't heard anything. I haven't seen anything. There's nothing here. And this has been one of the busiest places for any animals, period, on this map. I don't understand it. There's no mallards, no nothing. Oh, we got a turd. We got a turkey! Okay. Look, now we got a bear, too. Okay, where's she at? I'm only going to do this one time, and people ain't here. Oh, wait. I'll make a guide. Let me get this going. So, hold on one second. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is by request. I was requested to show my method for hunting turkeys. So, here we go. Number one, you want 1 or 2 collars, and if you only have room for 1 collar, then you want this right here, Wild Turkey Crow Collar. What this is going to do, if they're out there and they hear it and they're paying attention, what they're going to do is they're going to start calling, and they're going to call and lead right to them. Now, the weapon you want is the 22 LR. So I'm just going to slowly go over here. We'll call again in just a second. Now, they might be moving, and if they're moving, I'm not sure if they'll start calling back. They may have run out of where I needed them to be. So, what I want to do is I want to go ahead and put on some spray, because turkeys can smell you pretty good. I lose more from being smelled than anything else. It is going to help you to go ahead and drop down and crawl some. Stay out of visibility. And if you can pinpoint them with the crow collar, at that point, that's when you start kind of homing in on them. So I'm going to see if I can get them to answer, and then I will unpause the video. All right. I had the video paused. Y'all remind me, hit outro on it. Old. They may have been spooking off, I'm not sure. Looks like they're going this way. No, not that way. They must have been actually traveling quite a bit away from here. What I don't understand is I'm clearly putting my marker this way, and that's the way it seems like they're going, but it really seems like it's wanting to go over that way for some reason. Alright, I'm trying to read what it says. Internet has changed. No, you done broke it. Yeah, I broke it. Did you pick up the bear? Yes, I picked up the bear. I think that's everything I missed. I heard something. Sounded like something eating. just to let y'all know, when I finish this video, it's going to pull up a like, subscribe, comment screen for about 10 seconds. Y'all don't go anywhere. It's just going to pull it up. It's going to end the video for me. So once that's off and it'll be back on the game screen, then that'll be the end of that video. But that's an easy video to make, so I'm not going to miss this opportunity to get it done. All right, here we go. All right, you hear them here. That is what a turkey does when they hear the profiler. You want to be slow about it, but if you can get anywhere at all that you can stand up and look with your binoculars, that's what you want to do. Alright, we know they're out that direction. I'm going to go ahead and pull up my weapon, and I'm going to set it to 109. What I'm going to do is, if I happen to see it, I'm going to shoot it. This is how you find turkeys. And if they stop, that's fine. But just drop down, give another call. And if you hear this kind of weirdness, it's a really high pitch that they do. That means that they have spotted you, or they know you there, basically. I was going into that. I was not touching L2 at all. So anyway, what we're going to do is just make our way slowly towards all. You want to try to get to where your wind is away from them, though. I'm going to go ahead and mark my position. Seems like it's more back that way. All right. All right. I'm looking to see if I can spot it. Should be right up in that area, but now I see it right there. You see it? Okay, it's 128 away. I'm actually going to stand up and see if I can see it. All right, it's right there, and we got it. That's a dead turkey. That is how you hunt a turkey. And it is a surefire way to hunt a turkey almost every single time. If you can keep your wind away from them, you're going to find yourself a turkey. And it should be right up here. There he is, right there. Let's pick up his zone if we can. All right. And there we go. And he is just a little guy, but... Oh, he was potatoing! That is how you hunt a turkey, and there you go. And I'll see y'all next time. One video made. And I don't have to do it again. Do y'all have a request for a map or another animal to hunt? I'm kind of taking requests or doing just doing random stuff, random choosers and stuff. So if y'all don't have a request, then I'll just do the randomizer. That wave coming in looked like that darn beaver. Nameless, did I tell you I may have broken my vertical mouse? I dropped it. I was playing Call of the Wild downstairs on my laptop. I dropped it in the flow. Got another turkey over there, but I'm done with the turkey lurkeys. Oh my goodness. Hey, that's a massive bull moose right there. I was too low down. No, I got him. I did get him. All right, doggy. I weren't expecting to see a moose right here, though. I guess it is time for him to drink, but wow, he was over here drinking super early. Me, a level 4 is always massive, even though now that I look at him, he's nice, but he's not one of the real big ones. Oh, sure, now you're out here? Where you been at? I've been looking for you all this time, and now you just up there running away. What is that up there? That one up there looks really big. Right, let's go for him. Alright, I know where he's at. I'm going to go ahead and have doggy track this one. So, I have been studying stuff about Way of the Hunter, and it turns out that the weapon system, they've changed it completely. It no longer works the way that they kind of explained it to start with. That was a good shot, actually. I like his rack. Compared to most of the small level 4s, he's actually got a nice rack. He's a good moose. So on Way of the Hunter, you can have a tier 1 animal and shoot it with tier 1 and 2 weapons. And tier 2, which is the 22 LRs, actually do better than most of the shotguns. So it's better to hunt all tier 1 animals, I think, with 22s instead. Now, if you go for a tier 3 animal, there are no tier 2 animals. So you go for a tier 3 animal, and Grandpa's rifle, which is the only tier 4 weapon, to my knowledge. I think there might be one other now. But Grandpa's rifle is actually good for tier 3 animals now, like badgers and fox. And yeah, that should not exactly be that way, but as they say, it is what it is. How long have we been up, Miss Nameless? I'm fixing to pull up the randomizer since y'all didn't say what y'all want me to hunt. So let's see what the randomizer picks. Do we go for a random map, a random animal, or a random weapon though? Alright, I'm going to pull that up and just see what I get. Okay, let's go for a random animal. Puma. Do we want to go for pumas? If we go hunt pumas, I might actually hunt them with something else. I could see maybe doing something. Hey, guess what the next one is? A Bantang. You know what? I might actually go do that. I don't see any other, like, nice moose or anything, so not going this way. The last time I was over here on console, not console, on my PC, I got a melanistic mallard out here. Oh. I'm very tired, y'all. We've been up for 2 hours. I'm going to try to make it to 3. I think I'm going to shoot her just to maybe get a little extra cash. Not good. Shot her in the butt. As far as I know now, jackrabbits are all over this area here. That first shot, I know was not good, but that second shot should have been intestines, so I won't get nearly as much money for it, though, unfortunately. I was trying to line up for a heart shot to see if I could get it to go, but That is her. Well, hello. All right, we're going to go for him. Bruce, no! Not floating, is it? I need to see if I can go get him before I come back over here. Let's actually, that. We'll just take another one down right there. I am not going to ever farm or grind on Blatant Lake for moose. So, and if I do, I'll set it up later. So, taking a female is not going to bother anything. But laying out a male and a female side by side is going to be good cash. CG, if you are here, tell Bad that I can't see Messenger right now, and I don't know what he's saying. All right. Look at that heart shot. Stacking the cash. Back over here and find the other one. I'll look and see what. Okay. So, I think we'll do Bantang after I find this lady over here, wherever she may be. Non-vital. I think that what happened was we just fell too low. Oh, she didn't go out that way, did she? Did. Heck is she doing? Why are you running through the water? She go over here? I ran all the way across. I ran all the way across, and she and back, and she went across. Heck, well, she's laying right there. Well, It's too close to the other one. I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. That first shot, that was a heart shot. You cannot tell me that was not a heart shot. What the heck? That was a perfect heart shot. Look at it. It is literally in the heart. It is not under it. It is in it. I just don't understand it. Why can they not fix this shit to where it works? We got a half mile we can run. I might just run this half mile and at the end of moose zone time, just go from there and go to bed. I'm tired. Tomorrow, I am not planning to stream, just to let y'all know. I've got to get as much video editing done as I can. And then I have family dinner. So I very seriously doubt that I'm awake enough once I get home to actually do anything. Hold on. I had a message from somebody. Wouldn't it be awesome if we could get out that little bit there? I think that would be super awesome to be able to just swim in this game and go to places like that. There's a place on Rancho del Arroyo that I absolutely would go set up. I would put me a tent on the Dolphin Island of Dolphin. Oh my gosh. That would be so awesome to be able to get out there. You could hunt everything from that island on that one lake. Then put you a tent off of the lake as well. Darn, I thought that was actually a moose. I know that there's supposed to be moose up through here. In fact, I've hunted moose and coyote all through here. On PC. Maybe they're not here though. I know that they did move moose a while back, but I thought that I had hunted them here since then. But thinking about it, no, they should be here because it was after that. I'm pretty sure. Got a whitetail over here. Whitetail and moose share the same areas on the entire map. So if there's a whitetail here, then there could be a moose here. I'm going to say no. Unless they're right around this corner. No, there's nothing else here. Look there. How about that? All this way, and there's a single female right there. You know what? She's very unlucky because I want the money. Good. I'm still trying to perfect that shot. If they're perfectly sideways, like perfectly broadside, if you shoot at that little bitty area on their leg, you'll get a heart shot. I'm trying to figure out where to shoot at a quartering shot to get a heart shot on them like that. I think you actually need to shoot just in front of that part. Did you not put down any tracks at all? Yes, she did. Okay. That was literally right at the back of the heart, so yeah, if I can't really explain it to y'all, but if you look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 muscles under the shoulder, like the secondary shoulder, and you kind of want to go in front of those 3 that's going down the leg. I would even say the other is part of the shoulder. You want to go in that crease where the shoulder is in front of it, and that would actually hit, I think. Alright, well, I have looked all over at a lot of these places. I'm not going to bother with some of them, but I'm going to come back here. I'm going to run up. We'll just do that. We'll just run upward or north up the river and see what we can find. Maybe we can get us one more moose at least. Once I have it, I'm going to go on and end, though, I think I'm really tired and I need to get some sleep. We want to go up the river. y'all gonna have to help me figure out what goal to set for hunting stuff. I know I'm in the middle of those grinds, but I had to take a break from the grind. I can't do a grind but for maybe 3 or 4 days, and then I have to stop. I just cannot do them longer than that for a while. I hung with the moose longer because I love hunting moose and mandead, and I love hunting the fallow and the red deer on Tail Aurora, but I've really got to go through and set up for red deer on Tail Aurora, and I just don't have the money yet, so I'm going to have to go do a lot of fallow deer grinding. Oh my gosh. Wow. That's a massive boy right there. Hello. $271. Diamond is 274.99, I think. Go 6. Let's go for it. Alright, it's good. It is good, it's good, it's good. Yeah, just run back and forth right through here. Just right through here. Drop right there. Plop! Got him. Nice. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Heck yeah, man. Oh, good gosh. This thing is supposed to squash how loud it gets. I don't know why it's not doing it. It's actually letting it way into the red. It's supposed to bring it up and then squash it down as well. And it's really not doing it. So I am not sure what's up with that. I'm going to actually do a few audio tests. So, okay, it says that, no, the ad is still on. What? That's weird. Anyway, so I'm just going to say, testing. Yeah, it squashes it. I can hear it. I don't understand what's going on. All right, I had to stop. I had to mute the playback of it, so I couldn't hear it. But to me, the volume is the same coming through this playback, but actually looking at the microphone input, I see it much louder than it actually sounds. So it's kind of weird. Here we go. That is a big boy. I like him. That was almost a heart shot, too. He's nice. All right. We'll see if we've got one more in us. Up this area, at least. And then I shall be done for the night. I bet you they're over on that, just over here on this side. We might find something. Yep, not now. I used to hunt blacktail over here on this area, and I did have moose over here at the same time. But now blacktail, I believe, are all on the right-hand side with the... They're all over on the right-hand side with the elk. I see two of you. Oh well, if you can learn where the zones are, even if you spook them off and you actually still get a zone out of it, it's fine. That way you know how to approach it next time. Mountain's cracking. I had forgot that they were on this particular side. It's kind of far out there. We might be able to get him. I don't know. I'd like to just find a level 4 somewhere. You know, used to, you didn't see that many level 4 moose. Especially an ultimate weight level 4 moose. How far is that guy? It's actually 252 out. Yeah. That's not going to work. We're just going to... Okay, well that's good right there. Alright, y'all. This is probably going to be my last one today, but... That should have ventured up into a lung. It did. Just going to watch him and see how far he goes. Come on, you can splat right in there. Come on, splat, splat, splat. There he goes. Mark him. So, he ran about 100 yards. I should be back to doing the longer streams once I have finished all of this editing I have to do. I have to get the edits done so that I can get the content out and delete all of that footage. It's either that or just delete the footage and forget all of the stuff that I had recorded. So I don't really want to do that. I actually had several hunts that were really, really nice hunts, and I want to get them out. So, alright. So he ran this way for sure. For you. Knew he was a 2. Alright. Hello. How are you, Mr. Moose? Oh, sorry. Good shot. Asking a dead moose how he is, y'all. I'm tired. Hello. Oh my gosh. What are you? What are you? Oh. Hey, that's not the same group, is it? No. Gotta be. Yeah. Because there's the level 2. Alright, well, that's all of them I see along this area, and I don't want to go any further, so I'm going to go ahead and call that tonight then, and I am going to jump off of here, get this video ported over, and get it uploading, and then head to bed. Y'all have yourselves a nice night, and I shall see y'all next time. Thank you for joining.